Continuing on our quest to find a Spectrum TV app remote that has channel up and down, we find the latest remote to review, which is the one for all replacement Apple TV remote. Let me explain. This remote has dedicated channel up and down buttons for the Spectrum TV app. So when we got the Xumo box remote, it didn't do everything. Notably, it has the channel buttons and it has TV volume control, but it's not backlit, and it is also missing the channel up, channel down buttons, and it is also missing page up, page down in the menu. So we have that one. And the next one we tried was this Philips programmable, because it is backlit. So the backlit on this works. You can see it at night, and had a pretty bad battery life, as well as it never really controlled the Spectrum app on the Xumo or on the Apple TV. So it is trainable, but not to all the functions that we want on here. And again, the channel up and down on this one didn't do anything, and the page up and down on this doesn't do anything. The next one we bought, a lot more expensive, was this One for All, and I've reviewed this below, so I'll put a link to it below. That's the brand, and it uses an app called My Vero to configure it. It's nice because it's a multi, just like the last one here. You can do multiple sources. It is backlit, but again, the channel up and down didn't work on Spectrum on the Xumo box, and it also doesn't have page up and down for the guide on Spectrum on the Xumo box. So it doesn't have some of the core features that a traditional cable box had that we all love. This one also uses 4 AAA batteries, and it does a pretty good job of consuming energy. It doesn't last very long, so keep that in mind. You will go through batteries. So the newest introduction to the whole thing is because on the Apple TV running the Spectrum app, I did another video, and I'll link to it here, that showed you could do channel up and down on the Apple TV for Spectrum when you're in the Spectrum app. So if you have Spectrum Xumo, you can log into it on the Apple TV as well. It's no extra charge there if you already have Spectrum. And the benefit was, hey, I could do channel up and down. The disadvantage was I had to use my iPhone remote app to do it. And again, I covered that in this video here. So the next thing that I found was another One for All, and this is billed as a replacement Apple TV remote. So, and just like the other One for All, it's backlit. It is not multi-device enabled. It is not multi-device enabled. It is just for the Apple TV. And the benefit of this really is just that it's built for the Apple TV, and you'll notice that is volume up and down, and this right here is why I love this remote. This is channel down, and this is channel up. Inside the Spectrum app on the Apple TV, with this you can surf channels, and it's actually very responsive. So this is the latest one that I'm reviewing, and it's a great remote. It's not multifunction, but it is a great remote. It fits really well in your hand. I love that it has clickable buttons like the new Apple remote, not that slidable tile that they had on the old Apple remote. That drove me crazy. And I love that it's designed for the Apple TV. So all you got to do to enable it is just hold it over the Apple TV, and it will pair with your Apple TV, and you can start using it. It's really simple. So there's no configuration. Out of the box, hold it over your Apple TV, click a button, it'll pair it to the Apple TV, and you just start using it. So you'll notice a couple other buttons. You get volume up and down for your TV, you get power, you get channel up and down for Spectrum app on Apple TV. You can mute. This will give you the guide on the Spectrum app. So if we press the guide button, the Spectrum app opens the guide just like it would on a traditional cable box. To get the guide, just to compare it, the remote Spectrum's giving you has no guide button. The command is you have to double tap left to get the guide to come out. This has a dedicated button for guide. The other thing is you still have the voice control, and this actually works on the Spectrum app. So you can still open the Spectrum app and say, open HGTV channel, and it will open the HGTV channel. Again, you can go back with the menu button. The home button's over here, and then you have fast forward, play, pause, and rewind. There is no channel buttons on it. So the compromise between these two is the channel buttons are on the Spectrum Xumo for the Spectrum app on Xumo. This one has no channel buttons, but this one has channel up and down. This one does not have channel up and down. And here's what I found. I found that while using the Spectrum Xumo with the channel buttons, I never really use the channel buttons. I use them very rarely. I like that they're there, don't get me wrong. I really like that they're there, but I don't use them as much as I thought I would. What I do use, and I love this remote for it, is I love to flip channels. I love to get on a channel, and when an ad comes up, go up, 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 see what else is on, down, 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 see what else is on. And you can see here that it responds really well. It's fast to respond in terms of channel flipping. It doesn't lag like you think it would for a streaming app. So again, this is on Apple TV. Maybe they do something to make it faster, but it's the Spectrum app. I love going up and down on the channel, and I don't miss the number keys. Another good thing about this one is it is backlit, just like its other one for all that we reviewed. So these both are backlit, and how it works is when it's nighttime and it's down, no lights come up. But as soon as you motion the thing, the lights will come up on it and the keys will be visible. So if you're in a dimly lit room with just the TV, you can get some illumination on these keys. And it does use, like the other one for all remote, it does use batteries. Not rechargeable, none of these are. So these are just Duracell AAAs, pretty common. It uses 2 instead of 4. So this one uses 4, this one uses 2. I expect this will go through batteries very similar to how this goes through batteries. But I like that it has the audio control, so I can change the channel quickly that way. I can just say, again, open HDTV, and it will open HGTV when I hold down that button and say open HGTV. There it goes. And I like, this is the best part, channel up and down. I missed it. I didn't realize how much content I overlooked by just going through the guide on the Xumo remote. So when I was looking at the guide, I'd find 1 or 2 shows out of 300 channels that I thought I was interested in. Now when I got this remote and I'm using the channel up and down button again, I'm finding the content way more interesting because it's loading. It's loading and it's right there. It's not a name in a row. So for what it's worth, that's just my take on it. I enjoy channel flipping, not channel numbers. If I have to choose, I'm going to choose this one. And this is the one for all for Apple TV. It's listed as a substitute or a replacement remote, but it works great. And again, the setup is super easy. So that's my take on it. If you like this video, give a thumbs up or share it with somebody else who you think might like it, or hit the bell to subscribe when we do more videos like this one for Spectrum Xumo and remote controls. But as of now, I think this remote is my #1 choice for watching Spectrum over the streaming app. And again, it's bound to the Apple TV. So if you have the Xumo Spectrum app, you can get an Apple TV, or if you have an Apple TV, you can then get this remote, and it works flawlessly with it. It's absolutely a joy to use. 0 setup problems. These had tremendous amount of programming that I had to do to set them up. In terms of learning, you have to put the one remote in front of the other and learn the signals off each other. It was very cumbersome. And I actually have a video here on doing the learning remote that I used to train this one here. So if you're interested in finding out how to program a remote, you can check out this video here. But again, that's my take on it. This one's my favorite by far. I wish I found it sooner. It solves almost all my problems. It just doesn't have channel buttons, and I'm working around that using the voice command to open channels by holding this button down and say open the channel I want. And then I'm using the channel up and down, which is really fantastically like old TV. It's like old times again. I really love it. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up or share it with somebody else you think might like it. And hit the bell to subscribe if you want to find out when more like this come out about remote controls and Spectrum app. Thanks for watching.